All right. So, welcome to the live streams of Global Trade Live. Today is 17th of January 2022, and we are now live in New York session over here. But today, USA is closed, so USD, will show some consolidation today. But the good thing is that we can trade EuroCAD and GBP JPY. GBP JPY might consolidate because of USD close, but because the London is still open, so I think GBP may show some moves, but really I'm not expecting anything today from GBP. But yes, if we talk about EuroCAD, then in the 15 minutes these levels were marked on Friday, and if we look at the left, then we have this clean range to cover up, and this is a POI. All right, so this is a POI, and these this is the clean range to the left. So market, also the market structure over here, the market structure is also bearish, so it's a good sign that. And also I really think that if the market will be moving down from here, then it will be going down to this level for sure. And if you calculate the range is about like 26 pips. The range is pretty good. So if I will get a chance to take this trade in EuroCAD especially, yes, I'm gonna take that chance today, because I really think that it will be moving down. And also, since from London session it's moving really good, like good bearish moves are there, so I think it will be going up to test this level over here, and from this level it will be reversing back. So first of all, I'm gonna try to get some opportunity over here on this level, and after if I get an opportunity to take a trade, sell trade on this level, then it will be really good because I'll be entering early. But the thing is, if we look at the candles, okay, let's just do one thing. Let's just remove everything from the chart and reanalyze it from the start. Okay, so now the thing is, the recent support area is over here, right? This is the recent support area in EuroCAD. We know that we have clean range to the left. The trend is also sells. And now where's the recent resistance area? So the resistance area is over here, right? So now what also we can say that this might be a no trade zone. The reason is we also have some rejection area over here as well. So if we take this as an area, then now the things are getting difficult to trade, right? So the best thing is, what we can do actually is we can wait for a candle to break and close above 1.42918 to execute buys, and we can wait for one candle to close below 1.42760 to take sells. So I think this will be a good idea, and let's see what happens. But according to me, it should be going down. But that I'm gonna search out in the bigger time frames. This is just a small analysis like what I see to the left, so I just drew these support and resistance levels according to those. So now the thing is, if this candle closes below this area, right, this will become a fake out. That's good. We really like some fake out moves when it's happening in the trends because after a fake out there can be a continuation. But the problem is, if I attempt to take a trade, then the range is not there. It's just 8 pips, 8.5 pips. So I'm not gonna take a trade in this area. And if we go to the upside, then we are having a range of about 15 pips. That's good. But the problem is we are having some issues over here at 6 pips. So the issues are there at 6 pips. So if the market goes to those into those 6 pips and reverses back from there and comes back to entry point, at that point I can also close everything to be safe. Sorry. But if the market will be in volume and the volume will be there, then this is just a minor resistance area over here. So market can really ignore this area and move up to this level over here, because actually this is a key level, right? Why this is a key level? Because multiple rejections are there. Look, market took support from there and when the market broke below and sustained its price below this area, then the market took resistance from that area, and so it worked as a support and the resistance. So this is a really nice key level. So if the market will be going up, then this key level will be tested 100%. Yes, this key level will be tested. So let's just remove everything over here. Hey Huda Express, how are you? And now I'm gonna just analyze GBP, and can you look at this paper trade? Okay, sure. Let me just look at this trade over here. Just hold on. Sorry. Okay, so Huda Express, the thing is, you took this trade, that's perfect, but there are few issues in this trade actually, and those issues are, so market was moving, like, let's make a market structure over here. Okay, so this was a market structure, and market was moving like this, right? So the problem is over here, this candle showed some rejection, you had a resistance forming, the next candle also closed bearish, you waited for a resistance to be formed, and that's where a second resistance was formed. Perfect, right? So now you will look at the left and you will ask yourself, is this a really clean range? Why? The reason is, if you look at the left, then you have multiple rejections over here and over here in this area, right? So if you are looking at this range, but if the market is planning to respect this range over here, then the market can go down and go up quickly, right? So that's where this trade is not okay to me. Also, if you look at the left, then you have to look some more area, because look here, this is over here a strong area, right? Market, this is actually a strong key level, so you cannot expect the market to move all the way down, right? And so if you are marking this area as well, and then you will be calculating the range, right? The range becomes really small. This is a trade. Why you took this trade is just because you just wanted to take a trade. I'll be very, very honest, because I also do the same things, right? I ignore all the informations. You just ignore all this information to the left. Okay, so this information, what does this information tells you? This tells us that whenever the market reaches inside this box, it consolidates, right? This is nothing but just a consolidation area. So with what the better range will be. Better range will be, let me just show you. Better range will be your this area over here. Also we have a little bit consolidation over here, but you can also rely on this area as well. So just wait for the market to enter inside a better area. You ask yourself, these areas are better or this area is better? Okay, you will get the answer, buddy. So just avoid trading these zones. These are really, really bad zones, and over here what you can get is wick rejections, multiple wick rejections. So yeah, If this was, something like, if this scenario was happening over here, then this could be a really nice trade, but it happened above, like inside this consolidation box. So that's where the problem starts. Okay, so just make sure that whenever you take some trades, just go through some more, area to the left. It will really help you, and avoid consolidation boxes. If you're not getting any kind of opportunity, then just ignore that, because it's not really necessary buddy to take the trades every day. I'm also thinking for today only, I'm thinking that today might be a no trading day. Why? Because the USD is closed, there is a holiday, and sorry, and I'm just looking at EuroCAD. So I'm just waiting for EuroCAD a candle to break and close below this area, and I think I'm gonna get that. And market will be moving down because we have this clean range to the left. So look over here. Over here there's a consolidation, right? So look, I'm waiting for a candle to close below this area, right? Why? Because I'm having this clean candle to the left, so I'm thinking that I'm gonna have a clean candle to the left as well, to this area. So this is what I always use to target, right? I really try to avoid these consolidation areas. Denzel Detroit, good analysis, subscribed. Oh, thank you buddy. So let's just make some quick analysis over here. We are having 4 minutes left. Sorry. So this is the monthly. Now the monthly candle is coming down, right? So monthly candle is coming down, and in the monthly, this will be the target it will be heading towards. So first target will be this wick, right? Once it break this wick, once this candle breaks this wick over here, then this will be the second target, and once the candle break this wick, this will be the third target. So we have marked our target in the month, and now I'm gonna mark some areas in the weekly. So the previous week's candle closed with a huge wick rejection, right? So that also means that also what the market is doing, it's filling this wick. It's filling this wick, even though we are having some rejections over here, but all we are having some candles which will be filling these wicks as well. And finally we'll be tapping this area over here. So yes, so the market is moving down, the structure is bearish, and right now the market is heading towards this support area. So we know that where the market is heading towards in the weekly as well. So the monthly is bearish, weekly is bearish. Now I'm gonna look at the daily. Daily is, I think, totally bearish over here, and it's a really nice thing. So in the daily, the market will be heading towards this area, which gives us a range of about 38 to 40 pips. That's good. So the daily also is bearish, and the daily candle, first of all, it opened with a gap, it went up to fill the gap, and now it's moving down. Strong bearish is there, right? And market went down, created a low, created a resistance over here, which is below this resistance. Also we have a support down over here, and the market reversed back from that support, so that also makes some sense. So the market is moving down, and this will be the target over here. So the daily is also bearish. Let's go to the 4-hour. 4-hour is also bearish. Actually, this side over here, this going up, is this going down. So there will be a mirror image forming. So 4-hour is also bearish. 4-hour is having 2 hours 16 minutes left to close, so we can really rely on the setup we will be having in the 4-hour. Sorry. 1-hour is about to break the low wick over here, and soon it can really drop down. 15 minutes left for that candle to close. and this 15-minute candle is having 1 minute to close, so I'm gonna just wait for this candle to close over here, because the next 15-minute candle can really stretch the market down. So I'm gonna look at the left. So I'm gonna readjust this area according to, you know, the level. So let's see if this candle closes below this area or not. And the target will be, so first of all, if we will be taking this trade, then we should be really, be careful about this area over here. The reason is there is some consolidation, so the market can go down to this level and can reject this area. But that's the really good thing is that this is about 11 pips away. So I think the market can really tap 10 pips at least. So yeah, here's Ranch overview. And if you look at the target over here, then this will be the target. The reason is this is the POI, and market will go down to this POI. So let's see what kind of a setup we are getting over here. So this is 30 minutes. So if this 30-minute candle crosses below this price, then I'm gonna take a sell trade. All the time frames are bearish. So this can also be the case that this 1 hour candle will be closing weak bullish, and the next 1 hour candle will be creating a wake up and break this price to continue moving down to fill this clean range. Putting sell stops where? No, I'm not putting any stops, buddy. It's just that I'm waiting for the this price to break, this price to be broken, then I'm gonna take the trade. So look over here, Huda Express, I think you just make some profits over here in this area, which is really nice. Sorry. So let's just analyze JPY. Let's look at the monthly. Okay, so now the monthly is rejecting all the higher prices and it's reversing back, right? So it can really go down from here. If we talk about weekly, then weekly is also moving down, and I think this weekly candle will be reversing back and it will be going down to test the lows of the previous weeks. So I think weekly will be bearish. And if you look at the daily, then yes, the daily also looks the same. First of all, it will be coming down to this test wick over here. Let's go to the 4 hour. So now there is a problem in 4 hour. We were having this area of resistance over here in the 4 hour, right? And this candle, this particular candle, closed a little bit above this. Oh yeah, sorry, that was a paper trade, right? So this 4 hour candle closed above this level over here, this level over here, right? So this candle created a lower wick and rejected that level by going all the way up. This candle came all the way down to this level, tested that area, but it rejected that area, right? And now finally we are having a bearish candle formation, and it's also coming down all the way down to test the lows over here, right? So now what I'm expecting over here is that it can do something like this. We cannot be sure that this will be, going all the way down from here, because we need to for a candle to close over here and then I need a candle to create a higher wick, and then can move down like this. So if we are looking for cells, if we are looking for cells, then we need to wait. We really need to wait over here, because if anybody is taking cells in this candle, then guys, this candle can really do something like this. This candle can do something like this. So now we know where is the problem over here, right? So what we can do is Saransh is asking if EuroCAD 30 minutes flips up, breaking previous candle. I think there must be a buy opportunity. Uh, there can be, but we need to drop down to a 15-minute time frame. Sorry. So opportunity will be there, but not over here at this point. Even though 30 minutes looks like that, if the next candle wicks down and goes up to break this high over here and moves up, that cannot be the case, because the reason is we are having some issues in this area, and over here in this area as well. So there are some issues, so that's why we need to drop down the time frame, and above this level, yes, there can be a good buy opportunity, but this whole area is just a no trading zone for me. So I'm gonna wait for a candle to break and close above this area, so that I will be having some confirmations. At that point, that area will become higher high, so the market will be creating higher highs and higher lows, so that will really push the price up. And yeah, so this is the 1 hour time frame over here, and 1 hour is having 8 minutes left to close. So let's see how this candle will be closing in after 8 minutes. Let's just drop down the time frame to 45 minutes now. So we are having clean area. I think I'm gonna try some cells below this area only. But yeah, there is a problem over here. Yes, but market can, with volume, market can really cross down this area by going into this level. The reason is there is a POI over here. This is the POI. So if the market will be crossing below this level over here today, then it can move down inside this POI. But in this area, or like, I'm not sure about these areas over here, because look here, market came down, retest, rejected. Over here as well, we have some rejections over here, rejections. So not sure. Also, the 4 hour is also at this key level of area, so market can really mess with us in this area. And over here, there's a consolidation zone. Plus, below this area, we have some wick rejections. So no area is good, but this area is only the area which we can trade. So I'm gonna look at the 1 hour. Let's see how this 1 hour closes. EuroCAD 15 minutes heading towards upside. Let's see how this candle will be closing. There's no not such important news is today now. Because what I'm thinking over here is this kind of a scenario is printing over here. So that's why I need to be very, very careful. Also, let's have a look at the other time frames as well. So market came down, closed below this area, but it failed to sustain its price below this area. Now what it will be doing is it can create a support over here, and then it can move up back to this level. So this was a fake out, and market is respecting that scenario. After this fake out, the market is in a bullish momentum, and the previous 4 hour candle also closed outside this zone. So let's see how the current 4 hour will be closing. The 1 hour candle also went to the POI, and it sustained its price below that POI, but finally it came inside the area. Now it can really create some supports and move up from here, but not sure about 1 hour. Yeah, so the previous EuroCAD 4 hour candle closed below this key level over here, and the current 4 hour candle broke the low of the previous 4 hour candle, and now it's retracing back up. This can be within the candle retracement, and the candle can really go down to fill the wick, its own wick, and then reach this area. So market is inside a channel over here in EuroCAD in 5 minutes. Let's see how and where this will be heading towards. And if we talk about GBP, let's see how if this candle respects this trend line or breaks below the trend line. Yeah, it's trying to get inside this channel again. If this will be the case, then GBP can move down. So if that will be the case, then the 4-hour candle or the 4-hour time frame will be creating a fake out. GJ can go down because daily candle didn't make any lower wick. Okay, let's have a look there. Makes sense. Yes. Also the weekly as well. Yeah, I already mentioned these levels because if it starts to go down, then this wick will be the area it will be heading towards. So basically, I'm taking both the scenarios, but need to get really nice setup to trade. Actually, this can be also a good setup. But there's a problem over here in 15 minutes. 8 pips. Every time the market enters this area, there's a consolidation happening. So that can be a risky thing. I'm not sure whether I'm gonna take this trade or not. So let's see, depending upon how the market, really moves. This could be a really nice trade over here, but there was no range, only 8 pips. No, Saransh, I'm not selling it over here. The reason is, look over here. The previous 15-minute candle closed with no wick. Closing with no wick, that means there is no, the chances of going down is 50-50. So that's why I'm not taking this trade. Also, we are also having some issues over here in this area as well. So if we calculate the range is not good. So waiting is a better option over here. Look here, EuroCAD started to consolidate. If it breaks previous low on GJ, let the 30-minute candle close below down. Yeah, if anybody is looking for sells over here, then yes, just wait for this 30-minute candle to close, because this 30-minute candle can retrace all the way back up as well, and this candle can really close down this area as well. So anything can happen. Also, this candle can go all the way down to this level as well, so really don't know about that. So the candle has just closed over here, and it closed below this support area, right? But it closed above uh, this support area as well. So I'm not personally taking this trade, so I'm just staying out of it. Yeah, I'm just staying out of this trade because the reason is this area in 15 minutes. Okay, so everyone, if this 15-minute candle closes above this area, then on the next candle I'm gonna take a buy trade. So need to wait for 4 more minutes over here to check where this candle will be closing. Okay, so this candle is going up strongly now by creating this as a support. Let's have a look over here. Yeah, 4 hour is reversing. 1 hour is also moving up. 30 minutes. Oh, okay. So there can be some problems over here in this area. 20 seconds remaining. Let's see how this candle will be closing, and according to that I'm gonna take my entry. So the candle just closed bullish over here. I'm gonna get ready with my trade. So we have clean range to the left. Let's have a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour looks good, but if you look at the left, then there is a problem over here, and over here as well. And the trend is bearish. In 45 minutes, in 30 minutes, there's a first support forming. This is the second support formation, and now the candle is moving up. So where it can possibly go, I think it can possibly go towards this area, maybe, because there is a POI over here, and from this key level it can flip back down. Okay, or it can move up to this level at least. Yes, I think yes, it will be. And if we look at the other time frames, oh, it just broke the high, I think. Took a buy trade at this point. Keeping stops below the current candle's low. Mm, 1.4 to 964. 964. Okay. So my entry is at this point, and my target will be up over here. So now I'm expecting the market to move all the way up from this point. So we are having some issues over here in this area, but let's see what will happen. The market is creating higher highs and higher lows. Also supports are forming, and direction of the market is now bullish. So there can be a temporary bullish trend, but there is a bullish trend over here. So once this candle crosses above this area, it will be moving up with volume, this level. close more than 50% over here. Because now it can go down and create some sort of a fake out. If it's not going up, then yes, that means this area was a rejection zone. Also, if it starts to move up, then I'm not gonna add positions in this trade. Yeah, because not sure whether it's gonna work or not. So let's see. Now just waiting. Running with a very small lot over here. Closed everything at this point. Yeah, that was the rejection area. So I'm just gonna wait at this point. Not gonna re-enter. So I lost around 3 pips in this trade. Also, if this candle closes like a week bearish, then we don't have proper range, so I'm not gonna trade this setup now. So but if this setup starts to fall down, then yes, below this area I'm gonna look for sells, and that will work. Yeah. So 1 hour candle is about to close over here. Actually, it has just closed. And guys, yes, EuroCAD will be moving down from here. That was a mistake taking this trade. Not a good trade over here. So this candle just closed below these two candles, and the current 30-minute candle can, break this low and move down, but the range is not there. So I'm gonna just wait for a candle to break below this price over here. 45-minute. Oh, nice. 45-minute is having a clean range over here, about 6-7 pips. Let's have a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour also, no, not 1 hour, not is not looking too good. So this is 2-hour candle, and 2-hour candle can flip down and fill the wick of the previous one. Yes, that can be the case. And this is the 3-hour candle over here. But I really like how 45-minute candles, printed over here. Yes, Saransh. USD is close today. That's why I'm just focusing on EuroCAD mostly. I'm in short position in this trade over here. Let's see if it works or not. The range was really small, so that's why I didn't call out this trade live. But why I took this trade is fake out was there, second resistance formation was there. Now the market should continue moving down, and on the higher time frames like the 4 hour, this candle should be stretching down to test these lows. If that will be the case, then this trade will be giving me at least 20 pips. Also, we have clean range to the left to cover up, so let's see if it works. Because when the market forms a second support or resistance, that means it's getting ready to move in that particular direction. Also, it will be going down to fill these wicks, and once a candle breaks this price over here, 1.42750, then it should be moving all the way down with no problem. $30 also looks good, but this candle will be closing in 3 minutes. So let's see if this candle, breaks this price over here in the last few minutes or not. Multiple rejections were there, but the structure of the market in 15-minute time frame looks really supporting. So yeah. Last 2 minutes remaining. Hope to get some volume in this area. Four-hour candle is having 30 minutes left to close. 30 minutes left to close. So if it really wants to go down, then that means the next 15 minutes should be also dropping down, and the 30-minute candle should also be dropping down. But that the next 30-minute candle will also be only dropping down if this candle closes strong bearish below these rejection zones. So it needs to close below this area. Last few seconds remaining. Let's see where this candle will be closing. It really needs to close below these areas as well to continue moving down. Last 10 seconds. Oh, it's rejecting. Rejection. And it closed above that area. So it closed like this, and I don't like the way it just closed. I'm really expecting the 1 hour candle to drop further down. It's having 30 minutes left, so really expecting this candle to move down from this level. So if this 30-minute candle breaks this low over here, sorry, this low over here, it will be moving down from there. But if it reverses back and break its own high